So I've had a lot of people, perhaps this is like the #1 question I get, people asking me about my stretchy bands that I use for reading, for segmenting words, and how I make them and where I get, well, actually people always are like, where do you get them? And I don't get them anywhere, I make them. And they're kind of annoying to make, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I have found that often at dollar type stores, you will see these stretchy things in the beginning. I was able to find these at a Walmart recently in the Easter section, but I've noticed they have them for lots of different holidays, and they often have them in the front of the store at Walmart or Target, and they have them online. I think they're just called fidget noodles, but that's why this is egg shaped. Okay, so here's what these noodles look like. I like them as just a thing to work with anyway. You can use these for stretching and segmenting. However, it's really helpful for students for us to put the beads on them because it helps them to imagine and connect the sounds that we're talking about to an actual thing. So I have looked high and low for beads. Now the initial beads that I found, the ones that I use on my original fidgets, these are from Joann's, RIP. There is no more Joann's anymore, so I had to look all over the internet to try to find beads that were not crazy expensive and also had holes big enough to work these noodles through. You're not gonna believe where I found these beads. These beads are from Etsy. I'll include the link down below, and they're specifically for using to make fidgets and like interactive objects and toys for birds and like other small animals. So that was a totally new thing for me. I didn't realize that was like a business, but I think it's really cool. I like that they're like an interactive thing that we could be using for an animal. And so let's go ahead and I'm gonna try to show you how I do this. I have not found a way to get this in, I wish it was easier, but it's not. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. We might have to speed this video up, but here's the tools that I found to make it work for me thus far. I have these needle nose pliers that were really, really cheap. I got years ago when I went through a brief phase where I was making beaded earrings, and they're very helpful for that. I think I got them in a pack of like 3 other things, and they were under $10 for the pack. And then we just have regular tweezers that also have done the trick. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some tape. I like to use painter's tape for everything. This is a thing my students know me for. And I'm gonna kind of like stretch this little bit of fidget onto the tape as best I can. I know that sounds really weird. And I'm kind of just trying, okay, that didn't work that time. Okay, we're gonna try again. This usually takes a bunch of efforts here. And so if someone knows a better way to do this, that would be amazing. But like basically the goal here is we're kind of trying to like make a needle point like you might do with kids and yarn and tape, where you're just like making the little tape point so that you can kind of pull it through is the goal. That looks extremely professional, right? You're like, wow, she is a crafts lady. So then using these tweezers oh, guys, that worked that time. Okay, so the tweezers aren't always necessary, but there we go. So that's our first one, right? An extremely elegant process. So again, I'm like kind of stretching the fidget with the tape. I'm using the tape to make a little twisty twist, and then I'm feeding it through the bead and in this elegant manner, and then I'm just like, see, got it. So again, it would be really hard, I think, to make a class set of these, frankly. This is the type of thing, like if you had a really enthusiastic parent volunteer, maybe you could get them to work on some of these over the weekend type deal as like a fun, see, that one went on better. Sometimes they just do. So then what I have is this amazing resource for using, so if I have the word, hat, okay, so I'm gonna hat, and you can really imagine segmenting those phonemes. So that's why I like these. Thrilled, but these have been something that have been so helpful with students for imagining segmenting sounds. Thank you so much. And again, please tell me how I can do this better than my tape solution, because I would love to know so I can make them in bulk. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the Reader's Garden.